Hey friends, it's UnoRaccoon here. So I thought I would do a video today because it's been a while. I thought today I would do like a little tour around my workroom because that is something that I normally find interesting to see from other artists, other creatives, to see the kind of work area. So I thought that might be an interesting video, and then hopefully I'll have some more interesting stuff to show very soon. Apologies if I'm absolutely covered in fur. I've just been working prior to making this video and I'm going to be working after I finished it. I'm also not wearing paws. I am going to take the head off, but I don't want to be a human on camera because I'm very awkward. I'd rather be a raccoon, which is really the main reason why I wear a fursuit head in my videos, because they aren't all furry related, but I just like wearing the head because it means I don't have to show my face. So the studio isn't super tidy. It normally isn't, because I'm always working. I have tidied it up a bit this morning, so it's the tidiest it's been in a long time. It's still not super tidy, but to be honest, if you're working in a room like every day, making stuff every day, it's not going to be tidy all the time. That would not be a realistic expectation. Anyway, without further ado, we shall have a look. So, starting with the door. This is the main entrance to the studio. It's only a very small room. I'll just do a kind of quick turnaround. I don't know what the lighting's like today. It's daytime, but it's not brilliant lighting. So here I have a couple of pin boards with lots of badges, lots of artwork from friends, commissions, trades, all kinds of things. I really want to get another one of these, although I have no idea where that will go. Could maybe put one down here or here, I don't know, maybe. There's a broom, that's awfully exciting. Yeah, this one has like little lights. I don't know if they still work. Yes. You can't really see them well because it's daytime. So over here, this is where I do all of my work. So this table is where I make fursuits, puppets, plushies, steampunk costumes, post-apocalyptic costumes, pantomime costumes, all kinds of stuff. The only thing I don't do here is like drawing, because I do that in my other room and most of it's digital, so that's not, it doesn't make a mess. Yeah, fursuit making is very messy, so big desk is what you need. Over here there's basic stuff, cotton reels. I like the big ones because they don't run out for ages. Pins, there's a cup of tea. These are some arm wings I was working on this morning. I'm going to be finishing those this afternoon. They're for a commission. Over here there's this weird camel thing. I don't really know what that is or why it's there. Tape, it's very important. A mask, obviously we need them right now for the pandemic, but also I wear a mask anyway because fake fur is a nightmare. And I have asthma, unfortunately, so I have the worst possible job for it, but that's how I survive. Badges here, there's some of Crimson's badges. I put them on here when I'm not using them. And badges for Ramona as well, because I change badges depending on which fursuit I'm wearing. There's a lanyard here with one of Ramona's badges, and I think the rest of them are Crimson. Pens, always important. Here's a wolf head on a stick that was a gift from a friend at a steampunk event. It's just been there ever since. This is an airbrush here, it's kind of behind this weird shark thing. I got an airbrush basically because I thought I would use it for fursuits and then just didn't really need to use it, so it's just kind of there, but I have it if I ever need to use it. This is a little bit of a mess over here because I have been working yesterday and this morning, and will be working again this afternoon. But there's a slicker brush, that's always important for fursuit making. This here has little things like a tape measure. Those are the baubles that I use for the eyes on the puppets. Velcro, all kinds of stuff. Mickey Mouse is here because his arm fell off and I need to glue it back on. Paper, which is used for patterns. Some of these are already patterns, so for example that's a hand paw pattern. So I often use the same pattern if people want just a standard paw. Over here are my very first puppets. That's Dimitri and Otto. I showed them in my puppet video a while ago, but I just stick them on here because I don't really use them much anymore. This guy was kind of an experiment. He's just here as well. And there's Gumball. Down here is fur. Absolutely loads of fur. This needs putting into rolls actually. It is rolled up at the bottom, so it's all neat and it's not too creased, but it's just the ones on the top that I've been using over the past few days that aren't in line. Over here is other fabrics. This looks very unorganized right now because I've been getting things out and using things, but at the top is vinyl, fleece. Those are like ties and things that can be kind of used for steampunk costumes and stuff. I don't know, I haven't looked in that drawer in like 2 years. Fur scraps, they're just kind of in there on the top. This also looks a mess, but it's kind of in order. There's vinyl fabric. This is the material for the fursuit eyes, plastic sheets for eyes, all kinds of things. Down here, that's an empty box. These are business cards. These are my old business cards. I do have a new one now, but I have loads of these because I ordered too many of them, so I still use those. Dorian's feet are there. The toolbox that's my old toolbox from college, but it has pens and things inside. And the boxes that are underneath Dorian's feet. Ooh, that's the chair, it's very loud. These are like steampunk kind of trinkets and things. Kind of broken parts of steampunk costumes, because what usually happens is I'll make something, wear it to one steampunk festival. Over the course of like 4 days it becomes kind of destroyed, and then it goes in the box and gets reworked later on. And there's a hand that somebody gave me at a steampunk market one time. I have no idea what to do with it, but it's here. And up here I have some shelves. I used to be like a huge toy collector. I'm not now, just because I don't have the space and also money. But as a kid I collected everything, so I kept a lot of like the better things. I sold a lot of it on or gave it away to friends and stuff, but I kept the things that I particularly like. So there's some of the Extreme Dinosaurs. They were an 80s TV show. There's the Munsters coach at the back there. Shadow the Hedgehog, Jack Skellington. There's a cockroach hand puppet I've had for literally years. Lots of Ghostbusters stuff, I'm a big Ghostbusters fan. There's the Lego Ecto one. Those are bottles for like steampunk costumes I never finished. Ratfink. There's some of the Spawn figures. This guy's missing one of his horns, I think. I don't think he's ever had it actually, I think he came from a car boot sale. But a lot of this stuff I've had for years. There's the Mask figures, it's one of my favourite films. Lots of Milos. Obviously the dog from The Mask. Kind of collected a lot of figures of him over the years. This guy is Presimolo, he's an Italian theme park mascot. You can't really see his eyes, there he is. Up here I have all of the Bucky O'Hare figures. Some robots, Mars Attacks, all kinds of stuff. So moving over to this side of the room, up here are my old fursuits. There's original Dorian, original Crimson, size old feet that probably, to be honest, probably need to be thrown away. I forgot they were actually up there. Probably never use them again. There's size head, there's Sydney, there's Dorian. I still use Dorian. I think he's the only one up here that I still wear, but I just have nowhere else to put him. That's Zippy, it's kind of flattened. And then there's hats. That's like a tank girl helmet, and like a steampunk hat. And here are my kind of newer suits. So there's Bram, Queen, Crimson, Ramona, Ao, and Cricket. And the tails and stuff are just kind of shoved on here. Massive collection of Sonic figures. I'm not going to go through them because it's all Sonic stuff, but I mean, if anyone particularly wants to see a video about Sonic figures, I wouldn't mind making that, but I used to be a huge Sonic fan, so I have a lot of stuff. Down here, this is where Uno's head lives when I'm not wearing it. Working the magic for this video. This thing that they're actually on, it's actually like the seat from a fairground ride, I think, that came from like Brighton maybe? It's a bit dusty actually. But yeah, it's you can actually sit on it. It's one of those like kids rides, I think. It's kind of like a off-brand Creature from the Black Lagoon thing. But yeah, I love fairgrounds and theme parks, and I just thought that was really cool. So it's just in here. These are actually commissioned pieces, so there's feet paws, tails, hand paws. Usually if something gets finished on this side of the room, I put it over here until it gets shipped out. Obviously Uno's not going anywhere, but he's just here. There's glue, there's the glue gun, This is a new shipment of fur. When fur comes in, it just stays in its box until I need to use it. Some random stuff here are my puppets. I actually need a better place for these guys because they are just kind of, I have to move them all the time. But there's Leonard, Toby, and Dennis. This is my Fruit Brute head, if anyone remembers the monster cereals. I don't think we get them in the UK, but I actually made him for a Tarantino themed Halloween party because the Fruit Brute cereal appears in a couple of Tarantino films, so he was my costume. I won a prize for him, which was pretty cool. That's my Evil Dead chainsaw. Down here are just like random fursuit parts. There's Dorian's tail, Queen's arm sleeves, these big glasses. Oh yeah, Leonard is on my steampunk pirate hat, which I've worn once, but I kind of feel like I need to redo the pirate look because I quite liked that. Really, really crappy wardrobe that doesn't close, which is why it's open. And there's a Godzilla. He's actually a puppet, I think, but he's like a plastic puppet. Hats. There's like a top hat, Halloween top hat, skull top hat. None of these even fit me properly, they're just up there. And a skeleton cat on the end. And there's lanyards from Manchester Animation Festival. Over here, I actually need to move these, but these are commission heads. So these are, like, I finished these a couple weeks ago, so this one and this one need to be shipped out soon. This guy's just a base, he's going to be finished soon. And this one obviously needs the eyes and things, and under here are just bags of foam. And this is a big block of foam. The foam literally takes up the whole room, it's ridiculous. Over here is a sewing machine. To be honest, a lot of my work is hand sewn because it's so intricate. That it's too difficult to use the machine, but it's useful to have. Random stuff, I don't really work on this side of the room very much, so a lot of the stuff isn't mine. There's a Yogi Bear. That's my old Audrey 2 puppet from Little Shop of Horrors. Shelves of random stuff. There's Animaniacs, Killer Clowns, a random Lucky Cat, Roger Rabbit, this clown guy at the back I made a few years ago, like a clown dog. Here's some Looney Tunes, Ladybird books, all kinds of stuff, Ninja Turtles. The doll is not mine, that's kind of creepy. Planet of the Apes figures, all this stuff's been here for literally forever. Up here, these guys are the Cybertop promotional figures from Kinder Eggs in like the early 2000s, I think. I don't know why, I just really like those. Disney stuff, there's Bill, Mickey Mouse, Ninja Turtles, this dragon guy. Literally just random stuff. There's a Space Jam Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes clock that's never worked, Roger Rabbit things, all kinds of stuff. And up there is Neopets, Darkwing Duck, more Ninja Turtles. Those in the corner are little models I made at college that are kind of wrecked now just from transportation and stuff and not being very well made, but they're just up there. Like a circus sign. This was actually like a cardboard puppet theatre from years ago that's being put into a frame. And down here are just, that's paints in there for eyes and paint palette and stuff. Those are fleece scraps, fabric scraps, all kinds of fabric things that are not super important or interesting, but yeah. I'm just going to focus on Uno's head now while I make a little outro. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed the video. It's not super exciting, but I like seeing other people's art studios, and I thought I have a lot of weird stuff that some people might be interested in seeing, so yeah, if you want to see anything closer, any of the toys and stuff you want me to talk about, I'll be more than happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments if you want to ask any questions. If you've got any suggestions, always feel free to tell me. I might be able to do those videos or those suggestions, whatever you want to say, feel free. What to expect? I am working on a podcast over the summer with a friend. It's going to be a furry-based podcast, but that's going to be fun, so I will maybe make a video about it or just let everyone know about that. We'll probably have a separate YouTube channel for that one. And I've been literally wanting to do like film reviews in fursuit for literally like 3 years now, and I just haven't done it, but I really want to do it, and I want to just kind of get things going with that and just like make a start on it and yeah, and also puppet videos. A lot of people ask me if I could do some puppet videos, which I would love to do, but it's so hard to come up with ideas, and I can't voice act or anything, so it's quite hard. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas, a lot of stuff I want to do, and hopefully after next week I might be able to kind of start thinking about where I'm going to go with things and what I'm going to do. So yeah, I hope that made sense. Sorry if that was a bit rambly, but that's where we are at the moment, and I hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're all surviving the hopefully last part of lockdown. That's about all I have to say. So I will see you all next time.